let's talk about this one. I know as of right now, he is still the head coach of the LA Chargers, given what transpired on Saturday. But I'm asking y'all, will he remain the head coach come July, August, September of the 2023 season? Will Staley remain the head coach?
I'll start off no. And
Thank
if it was just this, right? And it's funny, I just gave Kevin O'Connell all that flack, but I'm not saying fire him. I'm just saying that was how he called that game was atrocious, right? Sometimes like we gotta fault players too, right? Like you know, you only put up 3 points in the second half. That ain't all on the coach, right? Y'all didn't go out and execute, and that was supposed to be the Chargers calling card, right? All these weapons, right? Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Mike, like they had it. So to only go out and put up 3 in the second half, I tell people all the time, for a team to come back, they not only got to score as many points they were down, they defense got to hold you as well. So y'all went out there and got put in check. The reason it's such a big issue is because it's always something with him, right? If we go back to last year, the stupid timeout that cost them possibly going to the playoffs or something like, it was something like, I think the other team had the ball and the clock would have just ran out and he called a timeout and they wound up losing. It was something stupid, right? And it's like his clock management's always bad. Some of his play calling leaves a lot to be desired. Like his time management, a lot of the decisions that come down, okay, that's on the coach. He doesn't do well in those situations. So like by him already having a track record of making questionable decisions and questions about how he manages the team in tight situations, it's like for this to have happened, that was probably the nail in his coffin, right? Because they have too much talent to be mediocre. They have way too much talent. Like this offseason, everybody talked about the Chargers, right? With the additions they made on offense and defense. Like they can't be mediocre. So somebody has to be the scapegoat. And when a team has this much talent 2 years in a row and doesn't have a playoff win to show for it, head's gonna roll and he gonna go.
Okay. Shout out to all the comments, man, especially to our man Denzel, my man Willie V talking about just go ahead and bring in Sean Payton. Cortland, of course, chiming in. He's like, he can't see it. Staley showed that he can't call a game to win it. You first 4 turnovers in the first half and lose the game. So he sees him as being gone. So Mike and John, what are y'all thoughts on this?
Well, Marty Schottenheimer getting fired by the Chargers when he was 14-2. I mean, back in the day, Eric, you remember that. I know they lost in the divisional, but still 14-2, and you get fired. Look, the knee-jerk reaction is to say yes. I mean, they went 10-7. Yes, they made the playoffs. Yes, what Ray said, I 100% am with, because the fourth down calls. And I mean, Eric, even in the Browns game that they won because Austin Eckler went nuts, but it's like 4th and 2 on your on 27, and you end up going for it, giving the Browns the ball, or the Browns 27, when you kick a field goal and put the game out of reach, and you decide you're going to go for it, not get it, and the Browns almost, I know, doesn't count, win the game. But look, I think to Ray's point, I think Joe Lombardi's gone. I mean, I think that's the thing. He's been getting hammered, so I think there'll be changes on the staff. So yes, he does remain the coach, but to the Will's point, I mean, when we've talked about this, with Sean Payton looming out there working with Justin Herbert and that offense, and you get Mike Williams back healthy, obviously Keenan Allen can play, and Austin Eckler, who to me became a much better receiver out of the, not that, again, like I said last week, he was bad, but I think he's there. I just think Joe Lombardi's gone. There's no way, but with Sean Payton looming out there, it makes it easier to say he's gone.
John, what do you think, man? Oh, breaking news. What we breaking news?
Man, get your
ducks in a row, man.
What's the breaking news?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have scored.
Wow.
They're on the board.
And they didn't get the 2-point conversion. Tom Brady was crying because he threw it to no one.
3 more touchdowns.
They're on the board.
Yeah, guess what? They didn't get the 2-point conversion.
All right. John, really quick, man. Talk to me about this whole
look, man,
situation.
I mean, he should have been fired after week 18. Right? I mean, that's stupid. I told you, Eric, when you were on our Tuesday show, I said about resting guys in week 18 when you have nothing to play for. I said the Giants should have done it, and they did it. You tried to tell me they weren't going to do it. They did it. It was a smart thing to do. The Chargers should have rested their guys. What happened? They went and got Mike Williams hurt in a game that meant nothing. Oh, you're going to get the 5-6 seed. It really don't matter. Like, you're locked into one of those 2 seeds. You're fine. You went and got Mike Williams hurt. And if you have Mike Williams, you probably win this game. Like, you probably get a little bit more offense in the second half. A little bit more than 3 points, right? Like you
Hold
get,
on.
you get.
Hold
I
on.
think
I'm
you
just
get
looking
more
at
Mike, did you
points
just
in
go
that.
change your jersey?
Yeah, I haven't done this since the
He's
last
got to
Super
switch
Bowl
it up
run.
because he just scored a touchdown. I
Each
understand.
We're
quarter,
doing a
no.
show here, and all
Each
of a
quarter,
sudden,
each
like
quarter, I've
Mike
got a
goes off
different jersey
camera,
on.
I
and I'm like,
respect it.
I thought
I
something
respect
happened
it.
to his like feed or something. This brother
I
went and
did.
changed the jersey.
Exactly. Each quarter, I haven't done this since the last Super Bowl run, and I figured I might as well.
I respect it. Yeah, but
So-
like, I mean, I think they
Sorry,
probably
John.
put up a little bit more points and they win this game if you have a Mike Williams.
Oh,
Because
100%.
I mean, he is so important to that offense. And Justin Herbert threw over 700 times. I saw somebody put in the comments, well, they only ran with Olsen Eckler 8 times in the second half. Well, that's not their formula. When you throw for over 700 times and Eckler has barely 200 carries, your formula is to just throw the ball. It's been their formula for 18 weeks. So guess what? It's going to be their formula in this game. That's what they did all year. It's what got them there. They're going to do it again. And when you throw that many times, guess what? You need Mike Williams out there. And you got him hurt in a meaningless game. So you caused yourself the game before the game ever started. That stupid starting guys when it didn't matter. He should be gone.
John,
Like,
real quick though, with Austin Eckler though, that the last half of the season, that is their thing. The more they ran with him, the better. And when you have that kind of lead,
the guy
you can
barely
run
hit
with him.
200 carries and he didn't even hit 1,000 yards. Like let's not pretend they're a running team. Over
But-
700 throws.
Hey,
Like they're a
you got to chew the
passing
clock
team.
up. He had a touchdown, then they stopped. Once he scored, they stopped.
But
running
I'm
it to him.
saying we talked about it earlier when Ray said, "Oh, we can look at what each team does well, and we know what they're going to do." That's what the Chargers do. That is their formula. You're not going to deviate from it. So,
Well, Joe Lombardi. Hey, I'm with.
but
I'm,
yeah,
Joe
Staley
Lombardi
should
needs to
be.
be gone anyway. So
Hold on.
I don't think
Hold
Staley's
on.
a good coach anyway.
Yo, Cortland. We trying to do a show here tonight, y'all. Cortland got the Golden Girls theme song in my head now.
thank you, Cortland. That's right, because he's not man enough like Burrow, Mahomes, Allen to step up in the pocket. He's been getting stuff in his face all game through an interception in the end zone. Thank you, Cortland.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I think you're 100% correct that he probably should have rested his guys. And yes, it sucks that Williams was hurt in a meaningless game, right? But they went out and scored 27 in the first half without him. And their offense wasn't the kind that was dictated around just him. Like if you look at the season, Mike Williams, 895 yards, 4 touchdowns. Josh Palmer, 769 and 3 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 752 and 4 touchdowns. Austin Eckler, 722 and 5. Gerald Everett, 555 and 4. DeAndre Carter, 538 and 3.
Yeah.
They had 6 guys with 3+ touchdowns, between 3 and 5 touchdowns.
But Mike
Nobody
Williams
had more.
bailed him out a lot. Like when Herbert
I
needed it, he bailed him out a lot this season.
Don't disagree. I'm simply saying they spread that ball around and they had 27. Like, it's a whole bunch of reasons they lost, and I don't think it's just Mike Williams.
I mean, we didn't even
yes,
talk about
Asante-
Bosa melting down, right?
Hold on,
Like we
John,
didn't even talk about
John,
that.
Asante Samuel picked off Trevor Lawrence not once, not twice, 3 times. I was yelling at the TV, stop throwing the ball to Asante Samuel Jr.
We blame it Staley and like I said, Bosa's his meltdown, throwing his helmet and stuff. You can't do that.
Well, first of all,
he's
Bosa was
getting off
100%
scot
right.
free.
'Cause
We're
you
blaming Staley.
John, I think Bosa had another meltdown if he's watching this game right now. And I'm not even saying because the call was for the Cowboys. When it wasn't Parsons, I think it was Lawrence. The guy had his arm around Lawrence's neck. The same pose that they froze on Bosa. And the ref here like pops the flag up against the Bucs right away. But to Ray's point, man, what you're saying with Mike Williams, John, and Ray, you're saying it, all those guys are 5 touchdowns. When Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are on the field together, especially, I mean, last year, even going into this year, they were only on the field together in 3 games this year. So, I mean, together. So that's
Kyrie, Harden, and and Kevin Durant, man.
Really, man? Really?
Okay, really quick. We got to keep moving because I got about 3 more topics here tonight. But as always, you know me, I got to show love to our brothers from Say What, Say It Again. The big guard said he might make an appearance tonight, but I guess we'll see him at a later time. We'll be right back.